the 45, goes a first down.
You can say what you want about this guy, but that's exactly what he brings to the table. The ability to use his legs, elude pressure, and run the ball downfield.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton can fight it. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the tight end, Olsen, right side. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now Stewart, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be first down, Panthers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this is incomplete. 3rd down and 8 now. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there again. My goodness, that is now
all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms. And now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. And they forced that fumble the last time. And when it happens on a previous drive, you kind of get thirsty for it to happen again.
No doubt about it, because the person who created the turnover or the takeaway, he's getting the gold star. He's going to be the one we look at in film session and go, way to go. Everybody wants that praise from the coach. That means the next time out, that you want it to be you.
Do they still hand out gold stars?
You know, amazingly enough, it's the simple things in life that motivate these guys.
A sticker, just a little gold sticker.
A little helmet sticker in college.
Yeah, put it on your fridge.
Put a little gold sticker on their scouting sheet. Things like that. They love that stuff.
Makes them feel good. Manziel. Incomplete. They were trying to go to Marshall that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Manziel. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it's a first down for the Broncos. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's Manziel. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try to run with Forsen, and he will take it in. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Broncos have broken the tie. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hit.
And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's Newton now on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 51 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. We get a look at the Panthers' defense now. They struggled that last drive. They were kind of hit 2 ways, both with the run and the pass.
And I love how you brought hit into it, because a lot of defense coordinators like to show a little cut-up film the night before a game. They usually have some boxing in there, and it always shows the guy being the aggressor, the guy on his toes punching, not back on his heels taking punches, and that's where this defense was on the last possession.
They were on their heels. Will they be on their heels again? Let's see.
Offside. Defense. Still second down.
Four yards remaining now on second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, this is Forsett. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Manziel. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So here we go, 1st and 10. Anderson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
And for K'Wan Short, the questions about his motor really went away in 2015. Boy, what a season he had.
17 tackles for a loss last year, and, of course, give him another one right there.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Now Manziel. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Let's go!
Back to the ground, Anderson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Manziel. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tavon Austin, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have broken the tie. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Time starting to run out here in the 4th. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. 3rd and 2, Newton. Again's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And Olsen over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He'll look to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal, This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Back to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Corey Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Love the excitement we've got going here. They just scored the touchdown. They're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side. What do they do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now Manziel. He'll air it out. They've got his man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Green, 39.
Manziel. Catch here, left side, Thomas. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Manziel. And a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. 3-19. Watching now, Barney.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got him in. He finds Sanders. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He's made one and he's missed. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Broncos, they begin defense of their Super Bowl title and the post-Peyton era with a victory here in the opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Indianapolis next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us, for Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew. The Broncos in their first game of their title defense as we say goodnight from Denver.